And who can love you like me? Nobody. Okay, we sound good. Went to the Geek Expo on Saturday, and I did save my pennies for that. So I think I got some heaters here. Gonna be a big surprise at the end. But what we'll do is we'll start with the GameCube, and that's Luigi's Mansion on recommendation from Rob at Barza Gaming, and been having a lot of fun with it. He beat it already as of today. I am in Area 2, so big backstory behind that, but I won't bore you with it. So I am probably going to beat this by the end of the week, and I'll probably do some footage of it, kind of show you the end of it, I guess. But we'll move on from here. Next is Sega Genesis. It's going to be 3 things in one package, and it is the Valance Collection. So Valance 1, Sid of Valance, and Valance 3, all in nice new retro bit glory. So I'm probably going to be selling off my other Valance games and keeping this. These are remarkably more expensive than the originals, loose, that is. To complete in box, it's like $150 a piece. It's crazy, but yeah, I really like the Valance games, as you well know. It's nice to have the little special editions, the color cartridges, and all the goodies. That this came with. Also, it came with a standee, which I'm not gonna put together. It's gonna stay in plastic. I don't want to mess it up. All right, so next we're gonna do 360, and I got quite a few things that I've been looking to get that have been eluding me. And we'll start with the Konami Classics Collection. I almost just said Castlevania because that's the reason why I bought it. But this is probably one of the cheaper ways to play Symphony of the Night on a console that isn't like a download. So on disc, it has Frogger, which I'm not going to play, Super Contra, which isn't the best Contra in the world, I'll admit, and Symphony of the Night, which is the reason why you buy this game. So good stuff. Next is a Guilty Gear game that isn't a typical Guilty Gear game, and that is Guilty Gear 2 Overture. This is more of a strategy action game than a typical fighting game. It's still made by, like, Axis still made it. I believe Arc had something to do with it. Yep, they made it too, as usual. And yeah, action strategy. It's so weird. This is the first game that Sin shows up in. And then there's a couple of characters in here that I wish had an appearance in later games that don't, which is kind of sad. But yeah, it's very odd. It's an odd game to play, especially if you're used to Guilty Gear games. Next is Deadfall Adventures. Deadfall Adventures isn't a great game, but it's one that's kind of just been eluding me, and it's not even that expensive. I just couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm kind of glad I have that. I'll just move on from there. Next is another Axis game, and this is actually a fighting game from Arc System Works, and that is Battle Fantasia. Not a very expensive game either. It's just been eluding me. It's kind of a cartoony, like fantasy-esque fighting game. It's kind of neat. All the characters seem very unique. You have 2 knights who are kind of a little different, kind of like your Ryu and Ken other group. You have like a kung fu user, like a girl with a flag and a dragon, and it's pretty cool, like a dwarf. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It looks neat. It looks like it was trying to follow the trend of the Street Fighter 4, like 2D, 3D kind of thing going on. But in its own right, it's fun. Not a lot of characters, but it's still a kind of fun experience, I would say. Next is Skate 2. For some reason, I can find Skate 1 and Skate 3 literally everywhere. But Skate 2, on the other hand, for some reason, I can't find it locally anywhere. I found it at this convention, but it would have been nice to find it earlier. Complete in box is about $30, which is still, it's weird for a mid-series skate game. And lastly is a pretty cheap game. I got it just because it was cheap and I didn't have it. I've never seen it before. And that is the Idol Master. And it's all in Japanese, so I can't read it. Can't understand it. I got it because it was $5. So, yeah. Here's a $5 game that I'm probably never going to play because I can't. But here we go. Hey, me from the future. So there was an Xbox game I didn't have originally in the initial pickups, but I did pick it up. I just forgot to add it. And that was Capcom Digital Collection. It's new, sealed, and I'm probably not going to open it. I don't know if I'm going to get it graded. There is a couple of blemishes on here that probably wouldn't give it a decent grade, so I don't know if it's worth it. But yeah, a lot of decent games on this one section here. Pretty cool. Hey, me from the future again. So I forgot to say that I got one NES game pickup from the convention, and it was from John Riggs himself. He had this copy of Sweet Home at his table, and the difference between this copy of Sweet Home and my copy of Sweet Home is that this copy of Sweet Home can save, so I don't have to marathon a playthrough anymore. And I'm probably going to go back to this probably in Halloween time around there, but this is the quintessential start of Capcom survival horror, based on a movie that was actually really decent for the time. Like, I do have some gameplay. I think I have the end of this game on one of my previous videos, but it's nice to have a cartridge that actually saves. So that's really cool. Next is going to be 3 Super Nintendo games that I've been really looking to get my hands on. And one is going to complete the trifecta of Mega Man X games, and that is Mega Man X2. If you remember correctly, last time I got Mega Man X3, and all I needed was this one to complete the trilogy of the Mega Man X series. Now that I have this game, and not just 1 and 3, I've already beaten 1. I'm going to go beat this one next, and then I'll beat 3 afterwards. So just to kind of do it in order. But yeah, I'll record some gameplay of this too. Next we have Run Saber, which this is the closest you're ever going to get to a Super Nintendo Strider game that plays like really good. And it kind of just plays like that, honestly. It's a fast-paced hack and slash kind of game. I bought Kendo Rage originally thinking it was going to be kind of like this, and it was not. It wasn't even close. So, nice to have this. One of those ones that I was just kind of looking for a long time. And the last game I have here, the last game I would say I have here, is one that people will know probably just by looking at the cover, but it is Demon's Crest. And this one here, offshoot from the Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins series. You're playing as Firebrand. So if you've played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, he was in that. And they're trying to collect like 6 orbs or something like that, or 6 power, yeah, like stones or whatever. I want to play through this and kind of do some gameplay of it. I don't think it's as hard as the Ghosts and Goblins series, because those are unforgivingly hard. But yeah, this I can't remember how much I paid for it. I didn't pay full price for anything I have here. So if you see anything in my stories or you see anything from other videos, I might be in another YouTube video from a more well-known creator. The stickers you see in there are not what I paid, because I didn't pay full price for anything. Even the next thing coming up, which I will show you here in a little bit. I just need to, I have it hooked up and I'm not going to take it out of the wall anymore. Like it's there. It is there forever now. But yeah, I will see you in a second with that. And for my last trick, I got the JVC XI. So it's a Sega CD and a Genesis all in one. Currently I am playing Robo LS here, so I know it works. And even better, I can play with my wireless controller. What an awesome find. I got this for around $360 or so, and they typically go for about $500. Or finding one that works is probably going to be the biggest challenge. But yeah, I am pretty stoked about it. Have you guys had any finds today? or this week or last week, just let me know.